And we are live this afternoon with Blackstone Churrry. Hey. Did I say it? Did I say it right? Can you say it?
That's the only way to say that.
I can't help but notice a word I won't use, inflection you used there. Come on now.
What?
You said it. You tried to
Churrry?
say oh.
Hey, I'm trying to sound like you.
Well, but that's impossible.
So can we have a lesson?
Blackstone Churrry.
Well, because this is what. No, I know I can say you. That's not how you say it.
That is how I say it.
No, I
See what I mean?
I say, Dan, do you have access to that promo? Because I've been listening to it for 3 weeks.
Oh, my God.
Just the idea where it goes, Blackstone Churrry.
Stand by, quiet on the set,
All right,
please.
here we go.
My God.
I'm ready.
This is a very, very in-depth thing we're doing here.
Yeah.
How about we try this one here?
Okay.
Stand by in 3, 2... Actually, have those guys count down at 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chris. And I'm Ben. We're from Blackstone Church.
See? Told you!
Called out. Called out.
That's what I've been
But
listening.
see, you didn't get the Churrry in there.
Blackstone
What did I do? I
Churrry!
think I went like Churrry.
No, you didn't get it. Blackstone Churrry.
Yeah, see? And here you are, and you're like, we are Blackstone Churry. And my
Hey.
name is Chris. Welcome
Hey.
to the studio.
Okay. All right, then. All right.
Getting spicy.
She wins, Chris. She wins.
Like Bloodstone Berry or Cherry.
This is the most confusing tour we've ever been on.
Yeah.
You got
If you guys want, we got one more.
Like, there's too
Blackstone
much cherry.
There's a
The
lot of
cherry
cherry.
bombs, the cherry biters. No,
Wait,
they're actually just
the
called
biter,
biters.
the biters are cherry
No,
too.
they're
No,
not cherry.
no, that was a
They're
joke.
not cherry.
Oh,
They're just-
so have you guys named this tour or anything?
Uh-uh.
Do you want to?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. I'm like, let's get down on some cherry.
Yeah, oh, God.
Something.
That was wrong right
What?
This is getting way
Is it time
out of
for a
hand
commercial
way
yet?
Too fast.
What's happening?
Blackstone Cherry playing tonight at Austin's Fuel Room with the other cherries, Butt Cherry, Cherry Bomb Dancers, and Biters. And it's been a little while since you guys were here. We were just discussing that off the air. I think it was before, not the last album, but the album before that came out. It had to be like a year and a half, 2 years ago or something.
Has it been that long?
I think it was 2 years ago. I remember last time we were here, we were playing cornhole in the parking lot, and
Yeah.
it was hot, and I think that was on the Hard Drive tour, so that was probably 2 summers ago.
Okay, and I think that show you played at Austin's
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys have played there more than a couple
Yeah, it's
times.
a great place.
And of course the show tonight. But between the new album and between touring, you guys are go, 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 go. But let's talk about the new album, Kentucky. Went back to where you recorded your debut album. What was that
Yeah.
like?
It was awesome because we did it by ourselves.
Nice.
No, honestly, we just decided, like, I think we're the only band in history to go headline an arena tour, and then the record label say, you're fired.
How did that happen?
Hell if I know. You got a better answer than I do.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
I think-
that arena tour, that was over in
That's the DVD that we
Europe,
put
right?
out.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was one of the
Birmingham.
6 shows. Yeah, that was one of the 6 shows we did in Birmingham that night. Well, we did 6 shows in the UK, not Birmingham. We're not that big, but we're pretty kick-ass. But no, we did those shows, and like we had 9,000-10,000 people at that show on the DVD, and we get home in November, and it's just like crickets. And then
Wow.
in January, it's like, yeah, well, we're gonna part ways, and we're like, all right, whatever. Okay.
Wow. So
But,
are you
but it was
guys
great.
totally on your own right
No.
now?
No, we found a new home with an awesome label.
Oh, good.
Called
It was
Mascot.
something that we...
Oh, the guys at
it was,
Mascot are awesome. Good.
It was kind of a mutual thing. Like,
Yeah.
we sent an email, and then it was just a parting of way. And we're grateful for everything that
Oh,
we
yeah,
did
had-
with
we had 10
Roadrunner.
great years.
But it was time for both parties to, they wanted
plateau.
something different from us, and we wanted something different for us. And we met with Mascot, and they're just incredible. And they have a
Good.
great roster of artists, and they're really hands-on, and at the same time, they're hands-off because they let us just do the music on our own. So it was awesome.
Well, and that was kind of perfect timing then, I guess, going into making a new album. Like you said, you were able to do it on your own without anybody kind of barking in your ear.
One of the funniest things about us doing the record on our own, to me, is the first single, In Our Dreams, was a song we tried to put on the last 2 records, and we got told
No
no.
way.
We got told no, and then we get with the new label, and they're like, that's the first single. And we're like, We told you so. Told you so.
Wait, so is are some, and not to, we work a lot with record labels here, but is that how that really works sometimes?
Yeah,
is that you go in with 15 songs and they say no, or 30 songs or whatever, and they
How
say
about
no,
60
no,
songs?
yes.
We-
Okay.
We
How about
literally
But
wrote
it's
60.
really not up to you to pick the 12 on your album?
It's 50-50,
Okay.
but you got to pick and choose, right? And for Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, we wrote like 60 songs.
Wow.
And In Our Dreams was actually written for that record. It was written in 2010, and they said it was too heavy. They didn't like it. And then we tried to put it on Magic Mountain. We tried to sneak it in the back door, and they were like, "Well, we think you got better songs." And then when it came to do this record, that was the first song on the list of songs we were going to record.
And now it's the single.
Now it's the first single off
Yeah,
the record.
that's
yeah,
awesome.
It's like in previous endeavors we were in, it was more of a 60-40 or 50-50 of what songs go on the record and what songs are singles. But now it's like a true partnership to where we get to pick what we record, and then we all decide together what we put out as singles. And it's been really, really awesome and really, really eye-opening for us to go, we're a decade into this, and now we finally have the freedom to basically do whatever we want and put out the music that we want to make. I mean,
We have
we've
full
wanted
creative control, and it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Good.
We're in a
we've
wonderful
wanted to
place.
have horn sections on every record we've done. And
Yeah, and this album's
and
got
female
that.
vocals.
It's got the female backing vocals.
We were
There's the
always
organs
told
on there.
We literally were always told that stuff doesn't sell anymore. There's no need in doing it. So when we got the go ahead to make a record on our own, that was the first thing we did. We were like, okay, we want to put horns and female vocals and do basically anything.
Yeah,
we
and
did.
it still is a record that sounds like Blackstone Cherry. So it's not like you've made a departure.
No.
Just being able to sneak some other things in there that you wanted to do is pretty cool.
This is like the most honest representation of our band we've ever been able to put out for people.
Cool. Good. I love it. And I love the record Soul Machine, speaking of female vocals. That's
talking about.
probably my favorite
Playing
song
that
on
one
the
tonight.
album.
Playing it
Thank you.
tonight.
Oh, good. So what do you guys want to do for us?
We'll actually do In Our Dreams, and it's a way different version, but it's a lot of fun.
All right, let's do it live with Blackstone Cherry.
If it sucks, pretend you like it. If the world fell into the sea, my feet are wet today. My tears have soaked the pavement. My mind's running again, and all my hopes are fading. If this is the way, I don't wanna stay. If the world fell into the sea, will you hold on and drown right here with me? If it's over, I guess we're going under. Please help me. The only place to stay is right here in our dreams. Inside this desperate time, you've been my one true haven, and I just realized that's all that's left worth saving. If this is the way, I don't wanna stay. If the world fell into the sea, will you hold on
you.
Right on.
Thank you.
95 Gold Rock, the rock station, live in Studio East with Blackstone Churrry. You know that one off their new album, Kentucky, which is out now, and playing Libertyville, Austin's Fuel Room tonight, with Buck Churrry, Churrry Bomb Dancers, and Biters. Was that, like, the Churrry thing planned? Or did it just so happen that Buck Churrry and Blackstone Churrry have a fruit in the name that happens to be the same?
I mean, we've been friends for like 10 years, so.
Have you ever toured together before?
What's funny is one of our first actual like tours of leaving home and not going home for like a month or two was us and Buck Churrry in like 2006.
Oh, wow.
So it's cool to do it 10 years later again.
Yeah.
This is our 10-year anniversary of our first record and our 10-year anniversary of touring with them. So
Right?
Well,
makes
that's
sense.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The stars aligned.
It did.
For the I'm gonna come up with a name for this, you guys.
All right.
I can't.
You got to be
think of it
careful though, because
now.
it lends itself in some areas we need to stay away from.
No, but we want it to go where it's
Leave it to
supposed
the bass
stay away
player
from.
to
Like,
say something
you just have to sneak it in there, though, you know, and then people
She's the
will be
one trying to go there. I'm telling her to stay away from it.
No, because then people will be like, "Is it?" And I'll be like, "No, it's not." You know what I mean? It'll be really good.
Innuendo.
You're trying to be the good influence here, but you
Trying.
can't influence a terrible person like myself. So last fall, and you mentioned this before, you put out that live DVD of the arenas that you're selling out in England, and I know in Europe you guys have always been huge over there. What do you think? And not to say that you don't do well here, obviously you do, but what do you think it is about Europe and the UK in particular that has been so kind of welcoming to Blackstone Churrry?
That's the $1 million question.
So
If
you're
we could
still trying to figure
one
that out too.
If we could figure that one out, we'd be playing arenas here too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's we're thankful we get to do it somewhere and we get to play music 10 years later.
Right.
I mean, it's amazing. But you think about the bands that were out when we came out, and not a lot of them are still around.
you mean-
you know?
Or
You look at a
have
lot of
the same
photos,
lineup.
Yeah.
Even a lot of the looking around this room today, you know, a lot of these bands that we used to tour with that there's like one original guy left, or there's like they're not together anymore, you know, and it's kind of strange and really surreal. So like Chris said, the fact that we're still able to do this, you know, and go out and make a career playing music, and you know, for us, it's like we always like to have a good time while we're playing on stage, you know.
And it shows for sure.
Yeah, so if we're in front of a bigger crowd, that's awesome, and we have a great time. But we have just as much fun playing in front of 500 people or 200 people. You know, we want the people that come and see us, you know, to leave with a great experience, because we didn't start off playing big rooms. We started off playing for 20 people, and they would
Right.
go. They
in
would
like
go tell
the
10
smoky
people.
corner bar and
Yeah.
in a town that
So-
nobody's ever heard of. Right.
We kind of do it the grassroots way, and you know, and that's what we did going over there too. We went into it with no expectations, and they caught on to it for some reason.
Yeah,
so it's been really good.
That's exciting. So, you know, being a band for 15 years, putting out records for the past 10, we do a lot with local bands here. And for those that might be listening or might even be in this room with us right now, I mean, seeing that, you know, when you started, I'm sure you never thought that 15 years later, you know, you'd still be making a career out of playing music. What kind of advice would you give to a band, you know, starting out in Wonder Tucky here that is just a group of 4 dudes playing? No, we really do have a Wonder Tucky.
I love that.
Yeah. I didn't just make that up
That's
because
the
you're
next
here.
album
Like,
title.
It's real. Yeah.
The follow-up Kentucky, Wonder Tucky.
Wonder Tucky. Yeah. No, that's actually real. So, I mean, what would you tell your, I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're my age, so let's just go with it. That you're
I'm
like
30.
20-year-old self. Yeah.
Just keep on, in the words of the fabulous Joe Dirt, keep on keeping on. Man.
Keep on
I mean,
keeping on.
seriously, like that's all we did. You know, everybody telling you, no, you shouldn't do that, shouldn't do this. We just kept doing what we do, and you know, 10 years later, we've still got a career doing this. You know,
Be
we're able
original.
to, yeah, be original.
Be
Please
When
be
we were-
original.
You know, we were
Please be original.
15, 16 years old when we started. And for us being that age, and we have a lot of young bands that ask us, well, what did you all do? You know, and we said, we literally, you can't treat, if you're going to be in a band and you want to take it serious, you can't treat that as a hobby or a pastime.
It needs to be your full-time job.
We dedicated
Sacrifice.
we dedicated ourselves to
even more than
to
a
the
job.
band.
It's a life.
Yeah, because
what I mean?
you know,
Like,
we practiced. You know,
we didn't go to high school parties.
yeah, we wouldn't go to parties. We had our
Unless
own
you were playing
thing.
them, right?
Didn't even play them. People
No.
didn't think we were cool enough.
Yeah.
Ah.
True story.
See, now are they calling you? Hey, Chris,
Wouldn't
got
do
any
any
room
good.
on the list for tonight?
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
like, who, I
Facebook?
don't remember you,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh yeah, you're the guy that punched me in the face and broke my nose.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, you're not getting tickets, bro.
You're on the band list.
That's a
at
true
the door.
story, by the way.
Really?
True story.
Ay, ay,
Yeah.
ay.
It's funny though. Now.
Yeah, right now.
Not so
now.
much then.
Yeah.
But it's funny now.
Well, tickets, I believe, will be available at the door. I would just do yourself a favor and get them in advance for tonight at ticketweb.com. You're going to save a couple of bucks, number one, and you're guaranteed entry into the show with Buck Cherry and Blackstone Cherry. You guys want to do one more for us before you head back?
Yeah, sure. This one's also off the new record. It's the last track on the new record. Song's called The Rambler.
This is the tearjerker.
A little bit.
All right.
You were born in a southern fall. It might have been Sunday, but I can't recall all the birthdays I must have missed. Your first steps and your first kiss. I don't even know if you know my name, but you should hear the truth before it's too late. So I hope this finds you on some highway, 'cause I'm an old-time rambler. I call the road my home. Forgive my indiscretion, it's the only way I know. A million miles from Kentucky, but I will always be around. So turn the radio up when your heart breaks down. I played for tips and I played for less. I played a pretty southern girl right out of her dress. She danced until the lights came on, but there's a reason she's here instead of being at home. She said the songs you sang made the whole room cry. And that night I told a young man's lie when I said I would call her, and I said I'd ride. 'Cause I'm an old-time rambler. I call the road my home. Forgive my indiscretion, it's the only way I know. A million miles from Kentucky, but I will always be around. So turn the radio up when your heart breaks down. Turn the radio up when your heart breaks down. I'm sorry for the tears that made you cry. I'm sorry for the promises that turned to lies. If I could turn back the hands of time, I'd take it back and try to make you understand that this is who I am. I met the devil in an old motel. It seems I ain't got much of a soul to sell. My glass is empty, my hands are blue, and the doctor gave me about a month or two. Well, I thought I would make it to you this year, so forgive me one last time, my dear, and tell your mother I won't be coming home. No, my indiscretion. It's the only way I know. 1,000,000 miles from Kentucky, but I will always be around. So turn the radio up when your heart breaks down. Turn the radio up when your heart breaks down. Right on. Awesome. Not bad, not bad.
95 Will Rock, the rock station, live with Blackstone Churrry in Studio East. That one is also on their new album, Kentucky, which is out now. And I feel like a lot of musicians can relate to that one, or even semi-truck drivers, or anybody who kind of takes their life on the road away from their families. It's pretty relatable. But I've seen a lot of, band friends that I have that have reposted that song kind of with their story. And that's a touching one. Or even someone like me who just likes to get out of town as much as I can, It's definitely a relatable song. So thank you for coming in and sharing some music and some laughs with us this afternoon. I just love you guys so much and looking forward to the show tonight at Austin's Fuel Room with Buck Churrry, Biters, and Cherry Bomb Dancers. And I mentioned before, ticketweb.com. You can get your tickets, and 95willrock.com. There's a link there as well. So thank you guys again.
Thanks for having us.
And really quick, I know we're focusing on the show tonight, but do you want to mention the next tour you're going on that's going to make a stop in Chicago this summer?
Oh, you're talking about the Carnival of Madness.
Yes, talking about the Carnival of Madness.
Yeah, there you go.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to throw that. We probably should have discussed that off the air.
Fine.
But people are going to go see Buck Churrry tonight. They're going to come back and see you in August.
That's
so
the plan,
you're not gonna lose anybody by promoting that show.
No, it's all good.
But Shinedown, Hailstorm, Whiskey Myers.
Yeah.
And I
It's gonna be a
saw,
fun tour.
different cities you're going to be at, different bands coming in and out too.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
It'll
But
be
It's
a-
gonna be an awesome tour. It's kind of like a flip-flop of what we just did in the UK, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Good. And that's the venue that you're playing in Chicago. I can speak for that one. Is awesome. You got the beach behind you and the skyline in front of you. But for you,
that
you're
does
going to be
not
looking
suck.
at the beach. We're going to be looking at the skyline, but it's going to be great.
Awesome.
So we will see you there. Want to thank the U.S. Army and Principio Auto Group on Route 31 in McHenry for making this happen today and tonight. Austin's Fuel Room, the place to be with Will Rock.